BCTV and WB&H thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business, with branches in Bedford, Manchester, Nashua, and Derry. PrimaryBankNH.com. Delta Dental, providing easy access to quality dental coverage for every smile, from your younger years to your golden years, with the nation's largest provider network. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing healthcare to meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center, where meals turn into moments and conversations last a little longer. Murphy'sTapRoom.com.
Cam Hadley to Finn LaMarche. Now O'Toole skating in, fires and scores! O'Toole!
And they can't get it to go. Dak clears the defensive rebound finally. Elsmore dishes. O'Rourke there for the put-in.
Danny Zink. And he dribbles to the bucket. Put it up and good. Passway waiting. Now puts it on Casson. Rebound scores. Ruby caught. Potential 2-on-1. Here's O'Toole with Vitro. O'Toole fires a shot and scores! Messiah dribbling. Cut. Has the ball stolen away. O'Connell's just going to burn the clock. Bedford win. And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Bedford High Gym for the second season. The NHIAA tournament is here. I'm Harry Kozlowski here with Mike Top, ready to bring you the opening round here between the number 2 seed Bedford Bulldogs and number 15 seed Nashua North Titans. I'm Harry Kozlowski. Mike Top is here with me. Mike, Bedford, of course, solid year. They the only losses they had this year were against out-of-state competition, and Coach Gibbs went out of his way to bring in some of the top teams from Massachusetts and Rhode Island. They fell short there. That's the only blemish on their record. In New Hampshire, they're undefeated.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, we say they're the 2 seed, but obviously, their 2 losses against, the Mass teams, really good Mass teams. In state, they were undefeated. So, the only issue with that is, if they get through, they're going to have to play Londonderry in the semifinals and then Concord Christian most likely in the championship. So, but to your point, Coach Gibbs wanted to challenge his girls, and I think if any team can come from the 2 seed and win it, it's Bedford.
Of course, you're enjoying this broadcast on BCTV and Bedford 105.1 WB&HLP Bedford. We are also being rebroadcast on Nashua ETV. Very happy to have all our Titan fans tuning in for the broadcast. Starting lineups being announced right now. Starting out with Angie King for the Titans, number 3. Number 12, Reagan Campbell. Number 14, Elena Small. Number 23, Lily Small. And number 24, Madeline Tino. Those are your starting 5 for the Titans. This Titans team, by the way, actually opened the season against the Bedford Bulldogs. Unfortunately for them, they fell 72-38. But they started the season out pretty strong, 6-2. However, ending with a 2-8 record. They did win their last game against Merrimack, 62-50. So they're coming into this tournament on a bit of a high. Bedford starters, you got number 3, Annie Zink, number 5, Sarah Muir, number 12, Eva Zink. 139 points scored this season. Number 15, Juliet Laws, the leading scorer for the Bulldogs, 207 points, 11.5 per game. And then the highest average scorer, Mel McCarthy, she's got 13.3 points a game, 146 points on the season. Of course, she missed first couple of games of the season because of a knee injury, and you could tell that she's still wearing that brace. We're going to take a moment here for the national anthem and come back with the call of the game, so stand by.
We'll be as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
we've got a moment before the tip-off. We'd like to thank our underwriters that make sports broadcasting on BCTV and Bedford 105.1 possible. They include Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center. Thank you very much to all of them for making these broadcasts possible. The winner of this game will advance to take on either number 7 Manchester Central West or number 10 Salem, and hopefully we'll be able to keep you up to date with the scores, since most of the other opening round games are going on as we speak. 6 o'clock on Monday.
Yeah, they always try to get them the same time so no one has any inside information. I mean, that 7-10 game is a little interesting. Salem, they're the 10 seed. However, they played Bedford very close. If you remember, Bedford, I think it was really close. Bedford wound up winning by 13. So, you know, definitely a dangerous 10 seed if Bedford gets to the next round. But Manchester Central, Manchester West, Bedford never played them, but they had a really good season getting that 7 seed.
Now, speaking of Bedford, speaking of Salem against Bedford, yeah, that was just back on the 17th of February, and 39-26 was the score. That was a close, low-scoring game. We remember that one. They gave them quite the game. So, ready for the tip. Lily Small against Mel McCarthy. Bedford controls. They get it to Muir. Cross court to Laws. In the key. Kicks it out to Muir. She's going to try the 3 and gets it.
And Nashua came out in the zone. The issue with the zone is, you know, you can usually get open 3s, and Muir makes them pay early.
And a traveling call on Nashua North right there.
The one thing about North, as we're watching this game, the one good thing, I talked to one of the dads I know, only one senior. Now, it's one of their best players, Angie King, but they have one senior on the team, so they're going to be good for a couple years.
Ill-advised throw cross court by Muir turns into a turnover. Lana Small with it. Now Lily Small. Back to sister Elena. Or actually Regan Campbell, number 12. And they're going to call another travel here, I believe, on Campbell. So a couple of turnovers right off the bat for Nashua North. 7:14 to go. Bedford leads 3-0. Muir pauses, puts it on the ground, now kicks it out to McCarthy, who gets the 3.
Yeah, Bedford's going to shoot like that. I mean, Nashua's going to have to go to a man-man. They just can't let them have those open looks.
Yeah, McCarthy had all the room in the world to take her time and kind of judge the wind and just take the time to take that shot. Now here's the Titans. Small. Now Campbell. McCarthy watching her back to Lily Small. She dribbles into a crowd, kicks it out to Elena, runs the baseline, has a shot blocked, gets her own rebound back, kicks it out to Campbell, and now for 3 it's King. Her shot off the mark. And Eva Zink with the rebound. Now here's McCarthy. Little trouble, had the ball knocked away. Lily Small coming back. She has it stolen, and a foul being called on Lily Small. Or make that Madeline Tino, number 24. So a quick timeout here called.
Yeah, Coach in Nashua can't be happy with 2 travels, 2 wide open 3s. We'll see if he makes any adjustments, probably making sure people put a hand up on offense. You can't give them 2 open 3s to start the game.
Well, we've got a pause here in the action. Let's remind you that we've got boys basketball and boys hockey coming up both on Wednesday. It's going to be a doubleheader, a real tight squeeze, as the boys host number 15 Merrimack. Boys are number 2 seed. Wednesday, 6 o'clock right here at BHS Gym. And then at 7:40, it's going to be the boys ice hockey team hosting the Salem Blue Devils, 8 versus 9. That's going to be at 7:40 from Sullivan Arena. Annie Zink down low to Laws. There's Eva Zink on the baseline, kicks it out to Muir. Let's see if she can hit another 3. She does. All 3s for Bedford. They're up 9-0.
Not how they tip it. Usually they run and gun, get some easy layups. they're not really a huge shooting team, but if they're going to get open threes, they'll take them.
Elena Small tried to get it back to King. That got stolen, knocked away briefly. Now Laws picks it up for Bedford. The running layup is good for Juliet Laws, and that pushes the lead up to 11-0 for the Bulldogs. 5:34 to go here in the first. Small dribbles, gets it over to Lily Small. Now in the corner to Campbell. Thought about the three. Here's Angie King. Baseline, center.
Small to small.
Lily Small with the layup finally gets the Titans on the board. It's 11-2. Let's try another three here. Annie Zink, she's off the mark. And the call is just going to be a foul on McCarthy. Yes, over the back. So McCarthy, I believe, gets her first foul.
In Nashua, they're driven by the Small sisters. 23's Lily, she's a junior, and Elena, 14's a freshman, running the point. I've actually coached against Elena for 7 years. She's just a huge competitor, probably one of the toughest girls I've ever coached against. She'll go down, she'll get right back up. She's not afraid if you have 50 pounds on her. She'll go right up into you.
Here's Campbell dribbling, stops. Tried to get it back to Angie King, got intercepted there by Muir. Quick dish inside to Annie Zink. And Annie Zink gets on the board, 13-2 now, Bulldogs. Here's Lily Small, she's gonna try the three, too strong. Zink with the rebound, over the timeline. Gets it to Laws, Laws with the short jumper, a little short. Looked like she might have had her hand hit just a little bit, threw her off. Now forced turnover, Muir to Laws off the glass, but she's gonna get a shooting foul. 2 shots from the foul line here. And is it, let's see, who do they call that on? Is that on Macklin again? Yes, it is. So Madeline Tino gets 2 fouls quickly here. And the Titans already looking to make a change here. Laws gets the positive roll there. Falls for her, it's 14-2. Now here comes Laws with another shot. This one's up, rims out. McCarthy gets the rebound and puts it off the glass and good. 5 points for Mel McCarthy. 16-2 now, Bulldogs up. Here's the three for the Titans, they hit. Angie King from the corner for 3. Now Muir in the corner as well. Cross court to Laws. Laws to McCarthy in the corner. She's going to try her luck. Too strong, rims out. Ava Zink gets the rebound, gets it back to Muir. They're going to try another three, no good. Rebound picked up by Evelyn Ebert for the Titans. Ball is loose on the ground. And they're called jump ball here. Where's the possession arrow going to? It's going to stay with Nashua North. So good pressure there by the Bulldogs. But the Titans hold on to the ball here. Ebert inbounds to Lily Small.
Wolf and Catane came in. Got 4 seniors on the court right now.
Another three, and that's good for King. She gets 2 in a row. (16-8) your score now. Titans fighting back thanks to a pair of threes. Now here are the Bulldogs. McCarthy at the foul line. Out to Muir. She's going to try the three again. No good. Annie Zink fights for the rebound. Gets it and off the glass and good. Pushing the score to 18-8, a 10-point lead. Quick timeout here while we got a break with 3:04 to go here in the first.
Yeah, I mean, that timeout, I saw it coming only because, talking to the Nashua coach, Angie King's their shooter, and she's gotten 2 open looks, which is not what Bedford does. Usually they know exactly who's their shooters and they'll get on them. We saw that with Londonderry shooters, but the fact that she's gotten 2 early, I think Coach Gibbs wasn't happy about that, and that's hence the timeout.
Well, King finally woke up and got a couple of quick scores there, a couple of threes. Really got the Titans back into the game here, although Bedford answered quickly with a strong rebound there. Annie Zink, Sarah Muir, Juliet Laws, and Mel McCarthy are scorers for the Bulldogs so far. Lily Small and Angie King for the Titans. 3 minutes to go here in the first. Lily Small, correction, Madeline Tino still in the game with 2 fouls. Ebert's got to get over the timeline here. Timeout called there by Coach Detilly. I guess he was worried about getting over the timeline. That pressure that Bedford put on, or is it a turnover? They called it a 10-second. Okay, I thought it was a timeout. So to force turnover there. Annie Zink kicks it out to Sarah Muir. Here's a shot from 3, no good by Zink. Rebound though by Muir, she puts it up too strong. And a foul underneath. Mia Katana is in. Picked up a foul, I believe. Yes, it is. So Katana gets her first. And here's the pressure in the backcourt put on by Bedford. Katana watching Ebert. Ebert quickly gets over the timeline, trying to avoid another turnover. Here's King for 3. No good. Rebound by the Titans. Small. Kicks it out to Tino. Now Hebert. Hebert gets it back here. Schreiner in there. Tino dribbles, kicks out. Titans really moving the ball around. 3 shot there from the corner from Hebert, no good. Bedford rebounds. Here comes Muir quickly to Zink in transition. She got a little too far behind the bucket. Kicked it over to McCarthy. No good. Rebound by Small of the Titans. So the score stays 18-8 here with 1:39 to play. Titans again in a very ball control mode here, trying to hang on to possession. Nice turnaround there by Lily Small. She gets 2. Cuts the Bedford lead to 8 points, 18-10. Lily Small there with 4 points on the game. Now it's McCarthy with the ball. Kick out there to Zink. In the corner is Grace Wolf. She's going to let 3 go. No good. Rebound Lily Small, but she gets double teamed, turns the ball over, and Muir puts it in.
Nice little reverse by Muir. She was under the basket, knew enough to step out. Nice controlled reverse layup.
8 points for Sarah Muir. 20-10 is your score. Bedford up by 10. Schreiner for the Titans. Over to Lily Small. Now Evelyn Ebert going to pick up a foul away from the basket. So I believe that is going to be on Annie Zink. It is. First foul on Annie. And the 3rd team foul on the Bulldogs, but just 43 seconds left here in the first, so unless they really foul quickly here, they're not going to worry about the bonus. Ball inbounds to Alana Small. Here's Reagan Campbell to Lily Small. Back to Elena. To Lily. Into the corner to Angie King. Out to Reagan Campbell. And Elena Small. And a little mistake there by Mia Katana. Actually, it's hard to say who ran into who. But Katana's going to pick up her 2nd foul. Really, that could have gone either way, that call. Because Elena was just minding her business here. So Titans retain possession with 18 seconds to go here in the quarter. From the corner, the 3 by Lily Small is off the mark. Titans get the rebound, 11 seconds. Ebert has the ball knocked out of her hands by Katana. So they will inbound the ball with 7.6 to go here in the first quarter. Here's Tino trying to get it in bounds. It goes into the backcourt. I don't know if they're going to have enough time to get a basket off here. Pass quickly in bounds through the hands of Reagan Campbell. It's a turnover on the Titans. Bedford has 2.7 seconds to work with here. Let's see what they can do. Katana inbounds to Muir. Back to Katana, is going to try near half-court shot, hits the backboard, but that's it. And the score is going to stay 22-10 after 1 quarter. And let's update your scoring here for you. Annie Zink with 4 points. Sarah Muir with 8. She's leading the way. Juliet Laws with 3. And Mel McCarthy with 5 points. For Nashua North, Angie King with a pair of 3s. She's got 6. And Lily Small with a pair of deuces, and that's 4 points. And that's where we stand right now, 20-10. Any thoughts first period?
I mean, obviously, with Bedford hits her first 3 threes, got out that nice, heavy lead. Obviously, it's huge, but it's not the same as usually where they just get fast breaks. I knew Nashua knew, hey, they're not going to make all their threes. Play defense, get your shots up, and I think it was 16-2, they close out the quarter.
They got it close a little bit later, although they were running away with it early. Quick thank of our underwriters for making our sports coverage on BCTV and Bedford 105.1 possible. Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center. Thank you very much for your support of Bulldog Sports on BCTV and Bedford 105.1 Radio. Second quarter about to begin. Bulldogs will inbound with a 20-10 lead. Annie Zink with it. Watched by Elena Small. Here's Laws. Back to Annie Zink. Inside the McCarthy at the foul stripe. Here's Eva Zink. Gonna try running the baseline. Kicked it out to Annie, but just a little off the mark, out of bounds. It'll be Titans ball. So Tino gets it in to Campbell over the timeline. Watched by McCarthy. Tried to bounce pass it to her teammate, but it's intercepted by Muir. Bedford, little collision there, no call. Laws takes a short jumper, and she's going to get a foul, and she's going to shoot 2.
23, 2.
And the foul is on number 23, Lily Small. That's her first. Laws 2 for 1. Or 1 of 2, I should say, from the stripe. Then that one's no good. Kind of a high arc, a little short of the rim. Second shot coming. That one is perfect. So 2 of 4 for Juliet Laws, who now has 4 points. Titans turn the ball over again. Here's the Laws. Coming back quickly in transition, and she's going to draw another foul. She has been a foul magnet, and this time it's going to be Elena Small picking up her first.
Yeah, I mean, Juliet, for years, that's what she does. She goes right to the bucket. She's got great touch. She, you either have to foul her or give her an open layup, and, that's a smart foul right there, because that was going to be 2.
She had McCarthy with her, but I think she did the smart thing to go to the bucket there. Would have been a tricky pass. First shot a little short again.
And I think with McCarthy, hey, if I can get the ball up, she's going to get the rebound if I miss it. So if she's following you, you can just throw it up and she'll be there.
And Laws hits the second one. Seems like the first shot she adjusts her second one and makes it. So she's 3 of 6, 50% from the charity stripe. But that gets the score up to 22-10. There's a layup by Lily Small, no good. Rebound Bedford. Here's Eva Zink, gets it to the corner to Laws, just barely kept it in bounds. But back to Muir under the basket. She couldn't do anything with it. Kicks it out to Laws, that's off. Ball loose on the ground. Laws has it momentarily. And they're going to call kick ball on Nashua North.
That's a tough call. You don't see kick balls a lot on loose balls like that. It's usually on passes.
So Bedford inbounds, Laws with it. Muir pulls it out, allows the Bulldogs to reset their offense here. Zink thought about the 3. Probably should have took it. She had plenty of room. Now McCarthy. Back to Laws, inside to Eva Zink, outside to Muir. One dribble, cross court to Annie Zink. She's going to let the 3 go and gets it.
I think she regrets not taking that other one.
25 now for Bulldogs, 10 for Nashua North. Elena Small dribbling here with Laws on her. And a reach-in foul on Annie Zink. She's going to pick up her second foul there. Non-shooting foul. She was reaching in on Madeline Tino. And Zink will take a seat. And we've got Claire White in the game now. Her first action. 6:12 to go here in the half. Bulldogs up by 15. Here's Hebert. Watched by McCarthy. She dribbles. Great anticipation there by Sarah Muir, but she knocks the ball out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Titans. Lily White to Tino. She's going to try the three. That's off the mark, and it goes out of bounds. Bedford ball. Exactly 6 minutes to go here. Bulldogs up by 15.
I like that Nashua, knowing they're a huge underdog, any open shot they're getting, they're taking. They know that's, rather than turn the ball over, they got to get shots off, and hopefully they go in.
Rebound goes to the Bulldogs. Laws with it now. Gets it to White. Down low to McCarthy. McCarthy's going to try the long two. Short. Knocked away. Claire White gets it back. Gets it to Eva Zink. Tried to get it to Laws. Probably should have took the shot herself. Ball went out of bounds, but they're going to say it went off of Bedford, so the Titans retain control here. Inbounds now to Hebert. Over the timeline. Dribbles into the key. Leaves it there for Elena Small. Now the three-pointer by Lily Small off the mark. Bedford controls. Annie Zink to Eva Zink. Baseline, back to Annie. Kicks it out to Claire White. She kicks it to Laws. Now back inside to Eva Zink. Outside to Laws. Laws takes the shot, but it's blocked. McCarthy gets it though. McCarthy fights her way to the bucket and gets there. 7 points for Mel McCarthy, 27-10 now. Bulldogs up by 17. Here's Hebert. Dribbles, kicks it out to Tino. Now Elena Small is going to pick up a foul here, and I believe that's going to be on number 15 on Laws.
Yep,
first.
looks like it's on Laws.
Waiting for confirmation on the scoreboard. Don't see it yet. Yep, there it is. Juliet Laws with her first foul. Madeline Tino out of the game now for the Titans. We'll get the substitution here for you in just a moment. Elena Small running into trouble there. Gets it to King. Here's Schreiner. She's the player that came in for Tino. Hebert dribbling. White on her. Kick out to Elena Small. Tries the three. Gets it. Elena Small gets in the score sheet with her first 3 points. And that ends the 9-point run. 9-0 run for the Bulldogs. Long three there by Muir is short. Picked up by Elena Small. She's going to go coast to coast. Runs into Muir. And they're going to call offensive foul.
That's what I was saying earlier about Elena Small. As I said, I've coached her, and she'll just, she likes contact. She's strong. She's really good ball control. She got called with the offensive foul there, but, as I said, she's only a freshman, but she's not afraid to go up against anyone.
And that is their second foul. With 4 minutes to go here in the half, I think they're going to leave her in the game. Nope, they're going to bring her out and put in Reagan Campbell instead. So Coach Dutilli decides to let his best player cool off just a bit here with 2 fouls. Here are the Bulldogs. White thought about getting to McCarthy. Now gets to Annie Zink. Back to White. Inside, great pass inside to McCarthy. She really thread the needle there. McCarthy double teamed. She was fouled in the act of shooting. She'll go to the line. We'll see which of those double team players laid the glove on her. So they're going to say not in the act of shooting. Okay. I thought she was going up to the bucket at the time. Oh, they're going to say a push. So there is an explanation there. Tino comes back. The official said there was a push on Reagan Campbell that came before the attempt to shoot, so that's why it's just an inbound here. Eva Zink drives. Now McCarthy at the foul line. Kicks it out to Laws. Laws pulls back, tries to find an outlet, finds Andy Zink. Thought about the three, instead dribbles into a triple team, kicks it out now to White, and White hits it. White with the three-pointer. 30-13, Bulldogs up by 17 with 3:21 to go in the half.
I think this is definitely the most threes I've seen Bedford hit in the first half.
It's been a three fest when you add both teams together. Rebound, loose ball picked up by Laws for Bedford. 3 minutes to go here in the half. Laws pulls up, gets it to Eva Zink. Now they're really getting it inside to McCarthy quite a bit. She kicks it out to Laws. She's going to try the three, rims out. Eva Zink with the rebound off the glass, and good. Eva Zink finally in the score sheet. 32-13 now. Bulldogs lead with 2:44 to go.
Yeah, it's tough.
Schreiner for three, no good.
It's tough because both of the small sisters on the bench, they're two leading scorers. Foul trouble, but still, when you're down 19 points to the best team in the state, you really got to have your best players out on the floor if you want to come back.
Annie Zink with the inbound. Now Eva Zink, McCarthy down low. She's triple teamed. Had the ball stripped away by Tino. Great block there by Madeline Tino. And McCarthy's been drawing the double and triple teams all day. So they've really been focusing on taking McCarthy out of the game so far. But then you've got the shooting of players like Sarah Muir to account for. Evelyn Hebert had to get the ball away. Got it over to Reagan Campbell. There's the three-point shot. Eva Zink with the rebound for Bedford. Andy Zink tried to get it to White, but it was intercepted by Cass Schreiner. Knocked out of bounds by White, so the ball will stay with the Titans here with 1:50 to play.
And yeah, small sisters back in the game, both of them. With a minute and a half, they just hope, no fouls. Play hard for a minute and 50, get to the half.
McCarthy comes out of the game, and Grace Wolf is back in there. Coach Gibbs playing some of his bench early in this game. Hebert looking for an outlet, gets it to Tino, top of the key. Timo's got to get it away, finds Elena Small for the three. Small with her second three-pointer, 32-16. Bulldogs still up. 1:20 now left in the half. Laws, one dribble, puts it on the ground, gets it to Zink. Zink back to Laws. Laws drives the baseline, finds Eva Zink cutting, couldn't get the layup. Ball off the hands of a Bedford player. So the ball goes to the Titans here with 1:09 left.
That was a great play, great cut, great find by Laws. Just couldn't finish the layup, but it's a great play.
Now the Titans with Elena Small. Tino, watched by Muir. Found a player underneath, and Lily Smith gets it off the glass. 6 points now for Lily Smith. 32-18. Bulldogs have 46 seconds to work with here. Wolf kicks it out to Eva Zink. Annie back to Eva. Down low to Claire White. Now Eva sets for three. No good. Bedford gets the ball right back. Eva Zink drives. Kicks it out here to Wolf. Who gets it to Annie Zink. Now Sarah Muir. Eva Zink's going to drive underneath, and she's going to draw the foul. It's a shooting foul. 2 shots coming up, and Bedford actually is in the bonus right now, although there's only 16 seconds left in the half. That is the 15th foul on the Titans. And on the line, shooting, Eva Zink makes the first. 3 points for Eva. Second free throw on the way and gets the friendly roll. I really thought about it for about a couple of seconds. Finally drops, 34 to 18. 9 seconds left here for the Titans to do something. King over to Lily Small for the long three, gets it. Right at the buzzer, a three-pointer, a way to leave the court. They're still behind by a significant margin, but to hit that three late is a real morale boost there. 21 points now for the Titans. Bedford with 34. And let's update the scoring here quickly for you. Annie Zink with 7 points. Sarah Muir, nothing in the second quarter, but she has 8 in the game. Eva Zink with 4 points. Juliet Laws with 5, mostly from the free throw line. Claire White hit a 3 in the second. And Mel McCarthy with 7 points. On the Titans ledger, Angie King had a pair of threes in the first. She has 6 points. Elena Small with a pair of threes in the second. She's got 7. And Lily Small has a 3 of her own plus a 2. And she has 9 points in the game. Thoughts on that first half?
I mean, obviously Bedford came out strong, hitting the threes. Nashua did a little adjustment. You mentioned they're double, triple teaming McCarthy down low. And then, you know, they're shooting every single shot they can get. And they started hitting threes, and they, you know, they're where they probably could have hoped to be, you know, within 13 points. Obviously, you know, still a battle for them, but they're definitely in the game at half, which was probably their goal going into this game.
Quick note on the three-point shooting. Bedford has hit 6. I'm not sure how many they missed, but they had 6 in that first half. However, Nashua North hitting 5 of their own.
Yeah.
So it's been a three-fest both directions. We will take a break here, throw things back to Bedford 105 Radio and back to the studio at BCTV. Second half action coming up in about 8 minutes. It is 34 for the Bulldogs, 21 for the Nashua North Titans. You're watching and listening to Bedford Girls Playoff Basketball on BCTV and Bedford 105.1.
BCTV and WBNH thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business, with branches in Bedford, Manchester, Nashua, and Derry. PrimaryBankNH.com. Delta Dental, providing easy access to quality dental coverage for every smile, from your younger years to your golden years, with the nation's largest provider network. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing healthcare to meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center, where meals turn into moments and conversations last a little longer. Murphy'sTapRoom.com.
Titans with possession, lost it there momentarily, now taken away by Laws. Bedford quickly in transition. Eva Zink with her. Back to McCarthy. McCarthy tries to work her way to the back basket, loses the ball. Now it's kicked out to Zink. Into the corner to Laws. Cross court to Annie Zink. She's going to try the three. Rims out, but Eva Zink gets the rebound and gets it in for the first points of the second half. 6 points now for Eva Zink. 36-21, Bulldogs lead. Here's a three now from Lily Small, no good. Annie Zink with the rebound. Bedford back quickly. Eva Zink finds Muir driving. She gets hit slightly, changes the trajectory of the ball. Titans get the rebound. They come back the other way. 7 minutes to go. Loose ball stolen away by the Bulldogs. There's Muir to McCarthy in the slot. Tries to underhand it. No good, but she's going to get the foul.
The one thing I can pretty much assure you is after that first half, Nash was not going to get 5 threes. You know, Coach Gibbs, I'm sure, told his players, hey, the only way they get back in this game is to hit threes, so don't give them open threes.
So Reagan Campbell there picking up her second foul on McCarthy. And that first free throw is good. 8 points now for Mel McCarthy. That's kind of a tough foul to give up there. It was a bit of a desperation heave by McCarthy. Probably could have just let her take that shot, would have missed it either way. Second free throw is no good. And the rebound attempt there by Madeline Tino goes off her hands, so the ball will stay with the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Eva Zink doing a great job on the offensive rebounds today. She probably has 4 or 5 of them.
Muir, cross court to Eva Zink. To McCarthy inside, had the ball knocked away. Turnover Bulldogs. Here come the Titans. Campbell gets it over to Tino. Her three is no good. Zink with the rebound. Quick pass over to Muir. Gets it out to Eva Zink. Inside the McCarthy. Missed. Second try, no good. Let's try for three. Also no good. Laws this time with the rebound. She's fouled. What else is new? Laws goes to the foul line. That's going to be a foul on Reagan Campbell, her third.
A lot of offensive second chances for Bedford. That's got to hurt. You know, you play good defense, get them to miss. Another shot, another shot, another shot, now foul. 2 free throws.
Laws has been 50% from the line here, and she gets that first one. She misses her first and then gets the second. This time she decides to flip the script. She's got 6 points. Laws with both free throws. 39-21 now. Bulldogs off to a quick start here. Driving to the bucket is number 14, Elena Small. She can't get that to fall for. Bulldogs come back quickly. Baseline drive. Kick out to Eva Zink. Now to the corner to Laws. Cross court to Annie Zink. Gets it inside to McCarthy. He's got that big triple team on her all game. Muir decides to pass up the layup. Shot from long two, and a rebound there by Muir is going to draw the foul.
Another offensive rebound, second chance, free throws.
And Muir will go to the foul line. She's yet to shoot any free throws. You know what's interesting too is that the Titans have yet to have a free throw. They've had fouls, but they've all been non-shooting fouls. Have not been to the foul line yet. Bulldogs have quite a few. Muir's first free throw is good. She's got 9 points. 40-21. Also good. 42-21. 41-21. And a shot right there. Good. From Angie King. She's got the 8 points on the game. Titans on the board. Here's Eva Zink on the baseline. She got hit on the way up, no foul. Gets her own rebound. Third time, fourth time, finally loses the ball. And it's picked up by Elena Small. And by the way, it was Elena Small who got that bucket the last time. Winds up drawing foul there. And it looks like trying to catch and see who the foul is on. Yes, it's on number 15, Juliet Laws, her second. This will be an inbound. Tino tried to get it out, but it's broken up by Grace Wolf. Steals it away. She's fouled right there by King on the layup. So that's going to put Grace Wolf on the foul line. First foul, number 3, Angie King. Bulldogs up by 18 here.
It just seems like Bedford slowly they're getting that lead extended, just not able to blow them out like they do usually.
Wolf's first free throw is good. And the second one rattles home as well. So 2 points for Grace Wolf. .43-23. There's a long three attempt there. No good. Wolf with the rebound. Annie Zink thought about the three. Now Grace Wolf. Laws had a little trouble hanging on to that. Gets it across to Muir. Muir to Laws. Laws puts it on the floor. And what they're going to call, what is that? It's a double dribble or a palming?
3 seconds in the key, which I haven't seen.
3 second key, okay.
I don't know if I've seen that all year, but.
Bulldogs up by 20. 43-23. Three attempt, no good. Rebound by Hebert. Turns, couldn't get that one to fall. Bedford coming back. Annie Zink. Now to Wolf.
You know, with playoffs, you get 3 refs, so sometimes you get some of these calls like 3 in the key that you don't see during the regular season.
Almost intercepted there by Hebert. Bedford gets it back. Zink outside the Wolf. Long 2. It's good. 4 points for Grace Wolf. 45-23. Titans on offense. King leaves it for Hebert. Hebert driving against McCarthy. Pulls back. Gets it to Elena Small. She decides to dish it to sister Lily. Lily takes a short jumper. No good. Rebound by Muir. Quick pass down for Annie Zink. And she's going to travel, or lose it out of bounds, actually. Kind of got caught in between. Thought about shooting, thought about passing, and did neither. Wound up losing the ball out of bounds.
Quick shout out this weekend, big weekend. Just as you know, both the boys and girls are 2 seeds. The JV teams both won their state tournaments. Boys beat Salem, Theo Chartier MVP, and then the girls won by 33 in the championship game.
Quick layup there for Evelyn Hebert. She gets in the score sheet and she'll get the and one. So the first free throw of the game coming up for the Titans here. Foul will be called on Sarah Muir, her first. So Hebert trying to complete the 3-point play, misses it. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Here's Zink. And Mike, thanks for bringing up the JVs. I had that written down here. I was going to mention that.
I'm a little biased. My daughter plays on the girls team, and that's how we spent our weekend. So
missed by Bedford, rebound by Bedford. Zink dishes it out to Claire White, who puts up the short jumper. White now with 5 points. 47-25. Here's King. Still dribbling. Leaves it for Alana Small. She loses it out of bounds. Yeah, the boys JV score 65-58 over Salem, and the girls 69-36 over Exeter. So congratulations to both JV teams. They are the pipeline for the varsity teams. That's why we have so many good teams here year after year.
Yep. Yeah, congrats to Coach Karen and Coach Ken. Great seasons. As I said, Theo Chartier, who I've coached before, MVP of the whole tournament for the boys. Girls didn't have an MVP, but they just all played really well. It was a great tournament by both of them.
Mia Katana in the game now for Juliet Laws. Another kickball on Muir. So the Titans will try once more. 2:20 left here in the third quarter. Elena Small dribbles, had the ball knocked away briefly, stays with the Titans. Here's Hebert, pulls up, gets it to Small. Small with the 3, no good. Rebound by Wolf, she gets tied up, jump ball. We'll see who the possession arrow goes to. It's going to go to Bedford. So the Bulldogs now with possession. Roughing the timeline.
Without McCarthy in, they can extend that defense a little. And it resulted in a turnover.
Pass block there. White tried to get it to somebody. Instead, it goes right to the Titans. They lose the ball out of bounds as Grace Wolf knocked it out. Steal attempt there by Katana, no good. Elena Small quickly in transition. Pass out now to Tino. Hebert now. Hebert drives, kicks it out to Elena Small. Fake the three, turns and gets the runner. So 10 points now for Small. Here's Muir for Bedford. Katana to Wolf, back to Katana. White, here's Muir. Short three-pointer picked up there by Hebert for the Titans. 1 minute to go here in the third. And a steal. This is going to be Muir all alone to the bucket. Puts it up too strong and misses. Now the Titans get it back. They have a chance here. Three-point try from King, and she gets it. 47-30 the score now. Timeout called by, I believe, Bedford. Correction, that is the Titans calling timeout as they get the game to 17 here. 46.1 seconds left in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think once they got it, under 20, I think Coach wanted to call a timeout, and now he's got 9 minutes to, try to do something and cut this lead to single digits.
No, they got a little momentum going. They're on a 7-point run here. So they got a little momentum, try to build on it. That's why the quick timeout there by Coach Gentili. Don't forget, doubleheader coming up on BCTV. Hockey and basketball. First basketball, 6 o'clock. The number 2 seed boys take on the Merrimack Tomahawks, who are the 15th seed in the boys tournament. And then right after, 7:40, is going to be a tight transition. Number 8 Bedford hockey against number 9 Salem Blue Devils at Sullivan Arena, and that's at 7:40. So BCTV folks are going to be busy on Wednesday. 2 for 1 night. So Bedford inbounds here with 46.1 seconds to work with. They got the 17-point lead, 47-30. But they've let the Titans back in the door just a little bit here. Muir leads a different Katana. Pass to Wolf, intercepted. Wolf gets back quickly. Hebert puts it off the glass, no good. So Bedford erases that turnover. Andy Zink with the rebound there. Now Katana into the corner to Claire White. Kicks it back out to Katana, inside for Wolf. She pushes it out to White. Katana dribbles, finds Andy Zink. Now Muir driving the baseline, goes to the bucket, gets it. Time running out here. Half-court try by the Titans, no good. And we shall remain at 49-30. Bulldogs up by 19 points. And let's give you a quick update on the scoring. Andy Zink remains with 7 points, all in the first half. Grace Wolf with 4. Sarah Muir has 12. Eva Zink with 6. Juliet Laws with 7. Claire White with 5. Mel McCarthy with 8 points. For the Titans of Nashua North, Angie King hit a 3 in that third quarter. She's up to 9 points. 2 points for Evelyn Hebert. Elena Small adding a pair of field goals. She's up to 10 points. And Lily Small remaining at 9 points from the first half. Quick thank you to our underwriters for making Bedford sports possible on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. They include Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, the Wicks Insurance Group, Bingham Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center. Thank you for your support of Bulldog Sports on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. Bulldogs are 8 minutes away from punching their ticket to the quarterfinal round, where they will play either the number 7 Manchester Central West team or the number 10 Salem Blue Devils team. Turnover there by the Titans. Bulldogs get the ball back. Pass quickly into White off her hands, but actually the officials are going to say that it was pushed out by Madeline Tino, so the ball stays with Bedford. Annie Zink to Katana. Now down to Muir. Here's Grace Wolf, top of the key. Zink back to Wolf. Cuts. Tried to knock it back. Now stolen away by Muir. Gets it in. 14 points now for Sarah Muir. Bulldogs up 51-30 and a timeout called. So quick action there by Sarah Muir. You know, they had one turnover and she managed to erase it with a steal of her own.
Exactly. Like, I know, you know, obviously the results 2 points, but Coach Gibbs not happy with, you know, the turnover and I think lack of movement on the offense. So he gets the quick timeout up 21. He wants to make sure, you know, that you don't have a lot of, the only way they lose this game is a lot of turnovers and a lot of open threes. So
as I was saying, the next round of the girls basketball is coming up on Thursday at 6 p.m. right here at Bedford High Gym, assuming the Bedford Bulldogs win here. They are up by 21 here with 7:26 to go. Don't want to jump the gun, but things are trending that way.
we'll play the odds.
Titans with the e-bound. Here's Madeline Tino waiting for one of her teammates to come back into the backcourt. Bedford's going to press here. They get it to Lily Small. Over the timeline. Elena Small. Dribbles, drives, has the ball knocked away, gets it back. And we're trying to see if this is a jump ball call or a foul. I see just one arm up on the official. They're not indicating jump ball, so it's going to be 11. Katana with her foul, and that is her third in the game. Coach Gibbs opting to leave her in. Titans inbound off the leg of Sarah Muir, so they'll have another try. Tino again. Finds Small. Elena Small, watched by Katana. Had it knocked away. Bedford gets it. Another turnover here. Katana with the breakout pass. Stops. Kicks it back to Muir. Barely controlled it, but got it to settle down, and they control. Over the back goes Sarah Muir. She made contact, knocked the ball out of bounds. So it'll be Titans ball here. Close call there for Muir. That ball came in funny, and she had a dive to save possession. Good effort there, but they wind up missing the shot either way. Bedford a little backcourt pressure there. Ebert dribbles Katana. Great reach in there. She's been forcing some turnovers today. And Katana's going to get another foul here. This is going to be number 4 on Mia. So she needs to be a little careful. Should be on the bench shortly. In fact, might be going off out of the game now as Juliet Laws re-enters the game. So Mia Katana, nothing on the score sheet, but she's got 4 fouls.
A lot of steals, but yeah, you know, she's aggressive, which is, you know, leads to a lot of steals, and also obviously a couple fouls here and there. She did force a few in the game today. Titans almost stolen away there. Hebert, they managed to chase it down. Now to the corner for Elena Small. Dribbles, baseline. Backward layup, going to draw a foul. So Small will get to the foul line here. And the foul will go on Annie Zink. That's going to be her third. And Annie Small has not made a free throw and has not shot a free throw. Misses that one. Another substitution. White comes out of the game. Annie Zink comes back in. Another free throw here for Small, and this time she gets that one. So Bulldogs coming back. Annie Zink aggressively goes to the bucket, no good. Now Juliet Laws gets the loose ball. Back out to Annie Zink. Inside to Eva Zink, and a great layup there.
Nice sister connection there for an easy bucket. Great finish, great pass.
8 points now for Eva Zink. Here's Campbell dribbling. Had the ball taken away momentarily, but Wolf couldn't control it out of bounds. 5:51 to go in regulation. Bulldogs up by 22. Once again, Titans a little slow getting on the board here in this quarter. Ball inbounded there to Tito. Now Hebert to Small. Small with the short jumper. Rebound to Eva Zink. And a pass up to Andy Zink now. 5:35 left. Now Muir puts it on the floor, dribbles, drives, kicks it out to Wolf. Wolf's going to try the three. That's off the mark. Rebound by Tino. Brings it over the timeline. Goes coast to coast, tries the layup, and winds up drawing a foul. And it's going to be Eva Zink with hers. And I believe that's her first. So Eva's been pretty clean up until this moment. First free throw, no good for Madeline Tino, who has yet to get in the score sheet. Does have a couple fouls. This time the friendly roll gets the Titans on the board. 32-53. Bulldogs have their lead of 21 here.
It does seem like every quarter the Bulldogs look like they're going to pull away, and then Nashua brings it back. And you do the math, it's just every quarter they're winning by 6, right? And end of the first half, 13. End of the third quarter, 19. But, you know, you get a couple plays where it looks like they're going to blow, you know, go way ahead, and then Nashua hits a 3 or gets a steal. And so still, you know, obviously it's a 21-point game, but it's you know, they're still in it. They've been in it the whole game.
Well, they haven't had many free throw attempts. They've had 5, managed to make just 2 of those, so shooting 40% there. Bedford with quite a few more, and they've had a better percentage. I'll give that to you in just a minute. Grace Wolf to Muir to Zink. Laws back out to Zink. Wolf's going to try the 3. No good. Rebound Bulldogs. Muir gets it right back out to Wolf. Back to Muir. Muir sets. 3 is good. Sarah Muir. She's got 17 points. That's her third three-pointer. And the score is pushed now 56-32 with 4:40 to go. Small to King. Elena Small now with it. Back to King. She's going to try the 3. Gets it.
Yeah, I mean, she's one of the best shooters I've seen. You can just tell her release is quick. You know, we're guarding her well, Bedford, but she's hit them.
Muir's going to try to answer. No good. Tino with the rebound. Although she's double teamed, she's got to get an outlet here. Smart timeout call there by Tino, and she didn't have an outlet for that pass. Speaking of King, yeah, all she's done tonight is hit three-pointers. Had 2 in the first, 2 in the second half. I'm speaking of.
Yep. And I think she's only
got 12
taken like 6 maybe, and so she's hit 4 of them, and she's got
very efficient.
Very efficient. People on her. It's like Steph Curry kind of.
While we've got a moment here, real quick, let's thank our underwriters. They make it possible to bring these games to you on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. They include Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center. Thank you to our underwriters for making this possible. And we're going to be very busy bringing you more action this week. On Wednesday, the doubleheader, boys basketball at 6 against Merrimack, boys hockey against Salem at 7:40 on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, it's looking very likely that Bedford will be hosting a quarterfinal round right here at BHS Gym against the winner of either the Central West Green Knights or the Salem Blue Devils, whoever wins that contest. And we've got some updates here thanks to Andrew Fenn. Layup there attempt by Eva Zink. She gets fouled in the process. Halftime score, Salem leads Central West 15-9. South leading Pinkerton 34-33 after 3. Salem with a 30-18. Okay, this is the update. 30-18, Salem over Central West. So looking like it's going to be Salem that we face next week. First free throw there by Eva Zink is good.
And, you know, we kind of called it at the beginning of the game when we said even though Salem at the 10, they look good when they play Bedford. So
Zink misses the second. Titans lose the ball on the rebound. Small's got to find an outlet here. She's got 3 Bulldogs around her, and they're going to get the timeout called. So saved by the bell right there.
I think he got a foul. Oh yeah, he got McCarthy with the foul. So
okay,
Nashua's going to shoot free throws.
That's the second one. That puts yeah, this is the 5th team foul on Bedford. So the Nashua North Titans are in the bonus here. First free throw, good by Lily Small. That's her first free throw of the game. 57-36. Second one good as well. 57-37 is her score. Bulldogs with possession, under 4 to go. Zink, across to Eva Zink, cross court to Laws. Right back to Muir, underneath to McCarthy. McCarthy dishes it back to Muir. Here's Eva Zink for 3, no good. Muir gets the rebound off the glass and good.
Yeah, Muir, I mean, she's probably gotten 6 offensive rebounds. I think she's got close to 20 points.
She's got 19 right now. Here's Campbell for Nashua. Elena Smith, Smalls, back to Campbell. There's a 3, shot by Tino, no good. Rebound, loose ball. And it's going to be a foul on the Titans there on the rebound. So Tino picks up her 3rd. 3 minutes to go here in regulation. Bulldogs lead 59-37. Laws with it. Andy Zink. Here's Laws, and we get a 3-second call on McCarthy. Coach Gibbs a little agitated at that.
Yeah, that's a second.
Elena Small drives, now gets fouled. I think it's going to be either on McCarthy or Muir. We'll find out. I thought it was Muir. Yes, that is correct. Muir with the foul, her second. And the first free throw good for Elena Small.
As I said earlier, with the 3 refs, you sometimes get more 3 in the keys because the one baseline ref, that's really all he's looking at.
2 free throws there by Elena Small. Quick jumper by Laws, no good. McCarthy with the rebound. She misses, but she was fouled in the process. She'll go to the foul line for 2. I believe that is going to be on Elena Small. It is. 3 fouls on her. Bulldogs up by 20 here. 2:32 to play. McCarthy with that free throw. She's got 9 points.
They're definitely, I'm sure you'll have the numbers later. They're shooting probably 75% from the line, which is really good.
Well, they've had a lot of free throws. I can't take the time to count them right now. Another one good there. 61-39 now. 2:30 to play. Titans get it to Hebert. Hebert against McCarthy. Runner blocked. Loose ball picked up by Muir. Bedford quickly in transition. Laws to McCarthy off her leg, out of bounds. It's going to be Titans ball. And now Coach Gibbs makes the wholesale changes, emptying the bench. Going to get some fresh legs out there to play this last 2 minutes and 13 seconds. We'll see if the Titans do the same. So Elena Small up against Maddie Lacroix, her first time in the game. Eva Zink still in there. She is guarding Lily Small. Pass underneath to Elena. Turnaround layup no good. And this, another layup there by Lily. Third attempt by Elena is good. 15 points now for Small. Here's Adra Casey in the game. Here's Zink. Turns, lays up, gets the foul. She'll go to the line. And we'll get the foul call here. It's going to be on 14. So Elena Small picks up her 4th foul. Or correction, they show 5 on the board here. Maybe I missed one on my score sheet. Yep, she is fouled out. Elena Small finishes the game with 15 points. And you can see the emotion on her face as she knows her. She's a senior, right? So
no, freshman.
Freshman. Okay, yep. So her season's over, but they'll always be next year. Now Laws leaves the game. Katana goes in. Katana with 4 fouls herself with 1:38 remaining here. I'll expect to see Eva Zink take a seat at some point. Zink, her first free throw is good. She's been pretty good from the line. 4 or 5. We'll see if she can make it 5 or 6. That one is off. I jinxed her. 1:35 to go. Madeline Tino. Now King. She's been hitting threes all day. Gets another one. 15 points now for King. You know, maybe she should have been shooting those all night.
Now King's the only senior for Nashua, so this will be her last game.
Missed by Bedford. Zink gets the ball back. She's going to go back to the line for another couple of free throws.
So although, you know, a loss, I think Angie King can't be, you know, upset with the way her career here ended with 5 threes against the best team in the state. Probably 5, I'm guessing 5 of 7, 5 of 6. So
Madeline Tino, by the way, with that foul is her 4th. Another free throw there by Zink. She's got 11 points. Let's see if she can push that to 12. And out comes Angie King. Another one is good there by Zink. She's up to 13. And a lot of emotion there on the Titans bench as the season comes to an end. Players hugging each other, knowing that they gave it all they had here. And they stayed within 20 points of this very strong Bedford team. No shame in the way they played. Lily Small. They're going to call travel right there. She did let that pivot foot drag. So 53.2 seconds to go here. 62-44. It's an 64-44. 20-point lead here for the Bulldogs. Katana in the corner. Out to Casey. There's a pass to White. Tip ball, they say. Oh, now they're going to say travel there on Claire White. Came close to being an over and back, but the official said there was a tip there. So Titans ball here with 35.8 to go. Here's Hebert. Over to Lily Small. Campbell stops. Gets it to Tino. Inside to Small. There's going to be a foul call here on White. Her first foul. Both teams are in the bonus here, so Lily Small, sorry about that. Getting my names mixed up here. She goes to the line. Bad roll there.
Trying to cut it to under 20. To your point, I mean, losing by 19-20 to Bedford is, you know, nothing to be ashamed of.
Got that second one. 11 points for Lily Small. Bulldogs inbound. Adra Casey carrying it over the timeline. Had the ball knocked away. Katana takes it away. 12 seconds to go. But Katana, it's going to say a block there on, thought she might have stepped on the baseline. But instead, Katana's going to go to the foul line to try to get herself in the scorebook for something other than fouls. She's got 4 of those. And it's going to be Madeline Tino who fouls out of the game with 5. So somebody on the bench, the Titans bench, will go in. It's going to be number 5, Charlotte Wilson. Gets to see her first action. So Katana with 11 seconds to go here, trying to add to this lead and try to get in the score sheet. Nope, misses that one. Gets one more try. That one off the mark as well. So the score stays 64-45. Last chance here to put a bucket in. There's a 3-point try by the Titans that's off the mark. And that is your final score. 64-45, a 19-point win for the Bulldogs. And if things hold at Central High, Salem has a 30-18 lead after 3. It's very likely that we'll see the Blue Devils here at BHS Gym on Thursday at 6 p.m. for the quarterfinal round. And as you mentioned, Salem really gave Bedford a game last time they faced each other. Quickly with the scores, Andy Zink with 7 all in the first half, Grace Wolf with 4 all in the second. Sarah Muir has 7, let me get this right here, 19 points. Eva Zink scoring 12 points. Had to add that up real quick. 7 for Juliet Laws, 5 for Claire White, and 10 points for Mel McCarthy. Over on the Titan side, it is 15 points for Angie King, as you mentioned, all threes. She had 5 of those. Evelyn Hebert with 2. Elena Small finishes the game with 15. Lily Small gets 11, and Madeline Tino just 1 free throw. She's got 1 point. So not a perfect game for Bedford. I think Coach Gibbs has a few things to work on, but they advance.
Yeah, I mean, that fourth quarter was even. Nashua came out with a game plan, stop McCarthy, double, triple team them, make Bedford beat them with threes, and that's what they did. I mean, they hit, probably 8 threes, hit their free throws. Otherwise, I mean, if Bedford doesn't shoot well from the line, that's an 8-9 point game. So Nashua did the best they could. I thought they battled here. Definitely better than you would expect from a 2 versus 15 playoff game.
Absolutely, so a little closer than one would expect. Thank you very much, Mike Topp, for helping me with this game, and hopefully I'll see you on Thursday, right?
Yes.
Very good. We'll be here for that quarterfinal matchup. Bill Jennings was on the camera. Andrew Fenn was producing and doing replays. We thank you very much for tuning in. We've got boys basketball 6 p.m. Wednesday, followed by hockey at 7:40. So for the entire BCTV and Bedford 105 crew, thanks for tuning in. Your final score, Bedford 64, Nashua North 45. So long, everybody.